Hey everybody, it's me, Eric Comley, the Garrard County 4-H Youth Development Agent, and this is On the Ground with Eric Comley. And as I've done all the times before this, I'm just going to tell you that I have so enjoyed having the opportunity to come out to the woods and spend some time looking around for some of the most incredible wildflowers and things that we have to offer in Kentucky. I mean, I talk about it all the time, but each time I see something unique like this flower here, I'm really in awe of all the different things that we can find in Kentucky if you just get out and spend some time looking around. So I've been doing these for a while now, since March, and have had the opportunity to see all kinds of beautiful things and spend some time laying around on the ground and looking at these flowers. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy this one. This one is what is called wood lily, okay? And scientific name for this one is Lilium philadelphicum, okay? And so as far as the etymology is concerned, I tried to find something specific for lily, Lilia and Lilium, but all I could find is that it actually goes back to maybe potentially a mispronunciation of a Mediterranean word that said something about purity, okay? Philadelphicum, you may recognize that as the city we find in Pennsylvania, and philos, the root philos actually means to love, and Delphia or Delphos means brotherly or brother. So as you all know, the city of Philadelphia is a city of brotherly love. So this is apparently the flower of purity and brotherly love as well. So as far as the habitat where it grows, you know, I am just off of a road here. So it's not something that you're typically going to find. As a matter of fact, in Kentucky, this is a threatened plant. But so I'm not terribly far off the road, but just looking around and looking at some of the trees and the canopy that's around me. I'm looking at tulip tree, I'm looking at red maple, I'm looking at black gum. So there's you know, moist forests. They prefer that. It's also called prairie lily, or at least there's I believe that there's a Lilium philadelphicum, which is this one, and then there's another subspecies that is that's a prairie lily. I think this also goes by prairie lily, but that's why we say the scientific names, okay? As far as, moist ground, woodlands, partial sun, mostly sun. This one is definitely in a shady area. This is about the time that you're going to find them in bloom. So you're going to find them in bloom in June, mid-June. They'll usually last 3 to 5 weeks as far as the bloom is concerned. And then when the bloom is over and is gone, it'll be replaced by a seed head that's kind of an oblong seed head. What does it get pollinated by? Well, that's a really good question. There's several things that actually visit this plant. One of them is, you know, things like swallowtail butterflies, things like monarch butterflies. There's a variety of butterflies. You'll also see things like ruby-throated hummingbirds, hummingbird moths. We'll come down here and take a look at this one. And so this is a really cool plant. As far as structure is concerned, relatively tall. From what I've read, like 30 to 30 centimeters maybe. And so anyway, this is it may be that tall. I mean, 30 centimeters tall. Alternate leaves, but it does have these whorled leaves that you see along it. So you've got the whorled base here, you've got whorled leaves, and whorled simply means that they're attached at the here at one node, or goes around the same spot, okay? As far as the flower is concerned, you have this beautiful flower, and I want you to I'm just gonna kind of lean this one over just a little bit so you can take a look on the inside of that. just a gorgeous flower with this bright red dipping into that orange with those spots on the inside of it. This one is a little bit unique. Most of the time when we see lilies, especially the ones that are native, when we think about daylilies, they're all erect like that, or they stand straight up like that. When we talk about other lilies, when we talk about like Turk's cap lily and even Canada lily and those kinds of things, they're usually dangling and the flower is hanging down and those petals will curl back, okay? Or so with this one though, this is one that's actually erect. And so when you look at, if you look at like Plant Life of Kentucky, Ron Jones' book, then I think the very first characteristic out of the gate is if you find the flower that it's going to be the one that's going to be erect. And so then you have to differentiate between daylilies and the lily here, so or wood lily. So just a really cool plant. Just amazed by it. As far as any natural history is concerned, I had read somewhere that some people had eaten the root of this one. I don't know about that, but lilies in general are fairly dangerous for pets. So even our daylilies, you know, the things that we grow in our gardens or, you know, out in front of our homes or whatever, those things can be very dangerous, especially to cats. And so you want to make sure that your cat is not eating any kind of lily. So anyway, I just wanted to spend a little time talking to you about this plant. It is such a beautiful plant, and I hope that you all are enjoying the segments. I'm still gonna try and get around and look and see what else I can find out here. I've seen some other cool things like red ring milkweed is out here, so I'm gonna look around and see what else I can find and see if there's anything else that I can photograph. I'll attach some photographs to this post, but keep watching, and I hope that you're enjoying them. My name is Eric Comley, and this is On the Ground. Thank you very much.